Hey guys, what is up? And Shadolance is back with two pistol reviews mashed into one again. I know I've been doing a lot of dual reviews recently. I've done 2 or 3 of them, I think. That's a lot more than I normally do. I haven't done a lot of them, but this one kind of deserved it, and it actually makes sense for once. A lot of them don't make a lot of sense. My Anaconda Gold and Silver review made sense a little bit. This one makes a little bit of sense, but these guns are actually relatively similar, despite the fact that the Anaconda 2, although they have the same name and stuff, they aren't very similar as far as performance. These guns are actually almost identical. I mean, they're very, very similar. So these guns are called the Luger P08 and the Walther P38. Now, these are two World War II weapons. They're basically, the Walther was redesigned off of the German Luger. Luger is a German weapon, and if you guys ever played the, I do believe it's the Medal of Honor series, they use that weapon a lot. Same with this one, or at least the older ones. If you guys played the Medal of Honor Heroes games on the PSP, those were like, oh my gosh. That was like the shit. I mean, I remember playing that, and it was like, oh my god, my first-person shooter. First one I ever got. I'm kidding. No, that was not the first-person shooter I ever got. I don't actually remember what the first one was. Probably Doom or something like that, but I'm going to go on with the damage now. So the Walther, damage of 30, portability of 90, the rate of fire 48, accuracy is 61, recoil of 57. It is semi-automatic. Available at 2nd Lieutenant 1 for 1 day of 600 GP, ammo capacity of 8 of 40. Okay, I just got a lot out there, so let me calm down. Breathe, Shadow. Breathe, young Padawan. So anyway, Luger. Damage of 36, portability of 90, rate of fire 38, accuracy of 61, recoil of 57, available at CSM5. Now, right off the bat, you're going to notice, and by the way, they both have an ammo capacity 8 of 40, and they're both semi-automatic, if you guys didn't know, and they're both for 1 day GP 600, if you didn't know. Actually, you guys probably didn't know that, so I can't really blame you for that. But anyway, so comparisons. The Luger to the Walther. Luger first, Walther second. 36 to 30 damage, 90 and 90 for portability, rate of fire 38 versus 48, accuracy 61 to 61, and recoil 57 to 57. So the differences are the damage and the rate of fire. Everything else about these guns is the same. Now, basically the Walther is the worst of the two, and I'm going to explain why. The Luger has higher damage by 6 points. It also has the rate of fire 38, which is already fast enough to fire it as fast as you can pull the trigger. So, what's the point of making it faster if you're just going to lower the damage? While that might make sense to some, no one, absolutely no one, can tap fire that fast to make that actually useful. Both guns have a very fast reload speed, and both guns have the same distance for drop-off, damage drop-off. It's the same on both guns. There's no difference. So I don't know what Nexon was thinking, but the Walther is useless when you have access to the Luger. And what's funny is the Walther is actually released at a later level, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, they both have pretty fast spread recovery. It's not fantastic, it's just normal, just kind of average, maybe a little below average. But neither of these guns are really used. They were used quite a bit in the week release, especially the Luger, but neither of these guns is particularly good. So, I mean, they might be a lot of fun to use for you World War II fans. I mean, I'm a big World War II buff. I thought this was kind of cool when they released these. I'd actually been thinking about a week or two before they released these guns, man, they could really use some more World War II weapons. Because, I mean, they got some of the Anacondas and stuff out, but those aren't exactly World War II. That's kind of like Old West, and that's kind of like, well, that's kind of neat and stuff. I mean, we need some World War II stuff in here. And then they started bringing out the Thompson. They recently put out the MP40, I do believe is the newest to that series. They have the 2 pistols, which is really neat. So, I mean, I think this is kind of cool. I'm glad they're incorporating that part of history. I enjoy that. So, let's see. The Luger P08, this is the way they're describing it. This is wrong. Okay, so on the Wikipedia, they're saying the Luger is similar to the P99, and I can see that. That's probably true. That's probably about right. And the in the Combat TB that I reviewed recently, or it will go out soon if it's not out yet. But they're saying that the Walther is similar to the Desert Eagle SE. Someone want to explain that? Who wrote that article? Can I talk to them, please? I'm sorry, in what way does this resemble the Desert Eagle at all? I suppose the draw speed somewhat resembles it, but the draw animation, but other than that, it doesn't even remotely act the same way. What crack were they on? Where can I get some? Dang. But anyway, so both ammo capacity 8 of 40, you cannot put on any scopes or silencers or extended magazines. If you could put an extended magazine and a silencer on the Luger, I think you would have probably one of the best pistols in the game right there. Be crazy OP. Due to the spread not being the best in the world, it's not terrible by any means. I mean, it's perfectly fine. But for jumping and like shooting around like that, you just need to be careful. So a scope would be kind of useless. Just saying. And the recoil is low. It's in the 50s, and since you can't customize it, it's kind of like stuck at that. So I mean, it's a trade-off. It's really a trade-off. I don't have a whole lot to say about these guns because I don't really use them a lot. I don't have a reason to. I do believe they're both on for 600 a day. Yep, 600 GP a day. Now keep in mind, like I said before, the better of the two, the Luger, is available at CSM5, and the worst of the two is actually available at Second Lieutenant 1. So my voice is cracked. I need to get something to drink. The Second Lieutenant 1 gun, Walther P38, is the worst one. So they're only one rank apart, so that's not a huge difference, but they're not particularly special. It's just what you want to use, when you want to use it, so it's mostly a novelty gun. It's not something I would ever carry into competitive gameplay under any circumstances, so that's just me. Also, guys, I want to apologize for the amount of rage I throw out in this video. These guns are incredibly difficult to use when you have snipers, SMGers, and basically 4 people versus you at once, and they were challenging me to keep coming back and fighting them. So eventually I got smart enough, and when I say eventually, I mean quite a bit into the video, I got smart enough to go around the back and try to kill him. And that worked pretty well for about 2 or 3 lives, and then it didn't work so well after that. So, yeah, I was kind of limited. But basically, all my kills early in the game are all double kills. They're not even individual kills. I actually noticed that now that I go back and watch the video a lot. Almost all of my kills are double kills, and that's kind of weird. Like, I don't get any individual kills for the most part. I'm not saying I don't get any, I'm just saying it's kind of rare in comparison. Or I get kills in quick succession, but then I get killed, so. I actually do pretty badly. I know I start off doing relatively decently, but that doesn't last. I mean, I really start doing pretty badly here in a bit. I'll die like 3 or 4 times in a row. But, I mean, you gotta show good and bad parts about every gun. And, I mean, I was actually in a pretty bad mood when I did this recording, due to some personal issues that I'm not going to go over in a review, because I don't want to bring personal issues into a review. I mean, like I ever do that, guys. I totally don't talk about my favorite food and my dog. I totally don't ever talk about that in my reviews. But anyway, I am definitely going to be putting video music at the end of this review. Probably 1 or 2 songs. Probably 2 songs, actually. This is a very long review. This is topping 15 minutes. This is getting close to 17. And a lot of you are going to be like, oh, Shadow made a really, really long video again. I got to watch the whole thing. Well, you don't really have to. The end of it's Piazza gameplay. And while the Piazza gameplay is not half bad, actually, this is actually the worst of the two. It's just something extra if you guys wanted to see it. It's a dual review, so I thought I needed about the same amount of gameplay for each weapon, respectively. And actually, the Piazza gameplay mostly focuses around the Walther. I typically use the Luger a lot during the gameplay for this, so I decided I would go ahead and try to do some of the other gameplay. So yeah, that's why I decided to go ahead and get a secondary map of gameplay. And also, I'm not very good at this map, so I wanted to get a map that I'm at least not horrible at. I mean, I don't do Piazza a lot. I'm not particularly great at it, but I'm not horrible at it either, so I thought I might as well try. This is actually 2 games worth of rural estate footage. I do believe I took 2 games footage. I think I have both of them in here. I'm not sure. One of them was decent. The other one was pretty bad. In more ways than one. I wasn't exactly in a good mood for either of them, and they were both taken right after each other. It was the exact same people in the game, so the gameplay was pretty much exactly the same. There wasn't anything big. One of the games I got an ultra kill in. I don't remember which one it was, but it was the one that I had both pistols in. I think this might be the one where I only have the Walther, but you guys will get to see some good Luger footage too, so don't worry about that. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging in the dust if you watch the entire video. And I will put in some good music. I want to talk about music for a second. I'm done with these guns. I'm not using these ever again anyway, so why should I keep talking about them? But anyway, no, so a couple of bands that I've recently discovered I like. They were told me by a friend of mine named Jaden Hubbard. He actually has a really, really nice YouTube channel himself. He does Assassin's Creed 3 videos, and he's also going to start doing Halo and a couple of other cool games like that have been put out recently. Halo 4 and a lot of the new videos. So, I mean, he's going to be doing some of that. He's really good at them, too, so you guys should go check out his channel. I'll have to get his channel from him again. I forget what his channel name was. He sends me links to all of his videos, so, I mean, I just kind of watch him from there. But I will get his channel name for you guys and let you guys check out his videos. He started a brand new channel recently, so he's having most people watch from that, so I'll probably just get the new channel for you. Those videos are better anyway, so. Right now he's focusing on Assassin's Creed 3 if you guys like that game. Halo 4 will be coming soon. Oh, apparently you can't throw a grenade through that, but anyway. So what I was going to say about music, he showed me a few new bands that I like a lot. Now, there's one that I think is okay. They're not horrible. They're not great. Not my favorite, but they're not half bad. And it's called Winter Sun. Now, they're a little more on the screamo side, and I'm not a real screamo person. They have a couple of songs that I really, really like Bloodstained Child, that one album Epsilon that I really, really like. I don't like any of their other albums. I don't like any of them. I don't like Idolator. I don't like their other main albums. I just like the one, Epsilon, but I don't... Anyway, no, for Winter Sun, I do like their album called Winter Sun, but I don't like a whole lot of their other work. And even in the Winter Sun album, there's still some that I don't like very much. I like Sleeping Stars, and I like some of their songs like that. They're really good. Whew, just hard to think. And then here's the Piazzi gameplay for you guys. This is the one where I get some good Luger footage, so you guys might want to check this out. Back to what I was saying. So, oh, and then the other band that I've absolutely fallen head over heels in love with. I love this band. There's only a couple of songs they've written that I don't like, although they don't have very many songs, which kind of makes me sad because it's a very good band. It's called Amaranth. Now, Amaranth, the stuff, is actually a very, very toxic poison. Basically what it is, it has a bell-shaped curve as far as how the toxicity level works. I tried to just get that health pack right there, turned around, stepped on a mine, realized, oh crap, and then it blew up. So that was just beautiful. But as I was saying, was Amaranth, the actual stuff, it's a plant, and the chemical is very, very deadly. In small doses, it's actually not deadly at all. In fact, people used to use it to get to sleep at night. It works like Benadryl, it puts you to sleep. But if you use anything past a certain amount, no matter how much body mass you have, it will almost instantaneously kill you. So, I mean, like, up to, I'm not telling you guys to go try this. Don't go try this. Please don't go try this. Anything up to like 3 ounces or something like that is fine. It'll actually put you to sleep, but anything past that amount will pretty much guarantee to kill you. So, I mean, you just got to be really, really careful. But anyway, so the band itself is not spelled the same way the chemical is. There's an E at the end. Let me think. Amaranth. I think that's how you would spell it. Amaranth. And the actual like plant doesn't have the E at the end, so I mean that's just how you spell it. I'm a spelling nerd. Don't be mad. Don't be mad, bro. But anyway, so they have some excellent songs. There's a song they have called Amaranthine, which does not follow their typical song format. It focuses more on the girl singing. Basically, they have 2 guys and 1 girl. The girl does just basic singing, and she has a great voice. And then there's one guy that has a kind of higher pitched voice. He kind of reminds me of Michael Jackson a little bit, except not quite that high, and also not gay. But but anyway, I don't think Michael Jackson wasn't actually gay, I don't think. But anyway, so yeah, he sounds a little bit like that, but he's actually not half bad. He does a really good job. And then the last guy does screamo, but they actually really toned down the screamo, which is what I like better than Bloodstained Child. Bloodstained Child, they will have entire stanzas in the music where they will have just screamo. But this one, they alternate off. Like, the girl will sing for quite a while. The guy will sing a couple of verses that are key, and then they'll have like 1 or 2 lines of the scream, which is actually well placed. I think they do a really good job with it. And then they go back to the girl singing, and then they use some instrumental stuff, and they have a pattern that they follow, but the pattern works so well, and they write all their own music. It's excellent. I've only heard 1 of their albums so far, and out of like 15 songs in the album, there's only like 2 or 3 I don't really listen to. And not that they're bad, it's just that the other songs are better. So, I mean, if I had only heard the, like, quote, bad songs, I probably would have actually liked them anyway. But I like the other ones better, so that's just how I'm working. So, I mean, that's just me. But it's really, really a great band. I think you guys should check it out. I actually originally did download it, like, on BitTorrent, but I actually ended up going to buy their music because I wanted to support the band. They are an amazing band, and they deserve the support. I guess if you guys wanted to, go ahead and do the same thing I did. I mean, I did it myself, so I can't really say I don't endorse it. But if you like their music, I really beg you guys to go back and buy it from them because they have done an amazing job. Support the band. Definitely help them out. Now, it's one thing. I like to hear the music on YouTube and stuff first. And while I'm not against, like, I'm definitely against piracy and all that stuff. I mean, as a game developer and stuff myself, I am totally against piracy. Hate that. But I'm also against SOPA and PIPA. I'm against that stuff because I want people, the way I see it, the reason people get so much publicity on their internet stuff is because of stuff like that. Like not necessarily the piracy, but the stuff that lets people try stuff for free to the fullest. They get to try something, and if they really like it, and they really, really support the band, and they're nice people, they're going to go back and buy the band stuff. Buy the stuff from the band, buy the software, whatever it is. That's how I did my Sony Vegas. Initially, I got a cracked version, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I went back and I bought it. I actually got it for my birthday present last year, and I've been upgrading it ever since because I love the software. Same with my Adobe After Effects and Cinema 4D, although I don't really use Cinema 4D very much anymore. I really should. But anyway, I guess I am ending up talking for this entire video. I don't have time to put in music anymore, but I guess it's kind of my fault. But so yeah, that's just kind of how I work, guys. I like to try stuff out, but I also like to support the bands and support the companies and support people that do that and put their hard work into this, because they don't do it just for free. They put their hard work and time into it and spend their money working on this stuff, and I have to respect that. I really do. So I would encourage you guys to do the same. And if you can't afford it, just wait until a time when you can afford it. As soon as you can afford it, it's a good idea to just, like, how I save up for things, how I always saved up for things in high school, was I would take, like, every time I get a dollar bill or quarters or any kind of coins or any small bill, I would put it in a box under my bed and never touch it. And every time I wanted to buy something, whether it was small or big, or like when I found a band that I liked that I had pirated stuff from but decided I wanted to pay for it, that's where I would pull the money from. And every time I needed money, I always had it. But I would keep the 20s and the 10s and most of the 5s in my wallet, so I would have something to spend when I needed it. And a lot of times what I did, once I got further down the road and got a little bit better at saving money, is I would say every time I went above a certain amount in my wallet, like 30 bucks or so, I would just put the excess in the box. And I mean, I would never take stuff out of the box unless I really needed it for something. Or I felt like it was important. I'd use that to donate to my church and stuff. As you guys know, I'm a Christian. If you guys didn't know that, I am a Christian, and I am a proud Christian. And that's also how I would help save up for donations, because not every kid. It's hard to save up for that stuff, guys. I know it is. I've been there, done that. So yeah, I understand. This is another bit of Walther gameplay, guys. I know I've been getting away from the guns here in Combat Arms for a minute. I know you guys don't care about my private life, because I know I sure don't. But don't tell my girl I said that, or she might actually hurt me. But ooh, double kill. Like I said, I recorded this gameplay a while ago, so it's been a while since I've seen it. But I would suggest that you guys try to do that. It's important, and I would say now I had a really weird strategy right here. I saw that there was the health pack, and I saw him spraying a P90. I was like, I'm definitely going to get hit a couple of times, so I'm just going to sit on this health pack, and when he hits me, I'm going to be able to get more shots on him. And then he headshots me. And it's like, well, it's a P90. Crap, I forgot it's a P90. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I am almost out of time here. I know this was a really long video. Thank you for sticking it out, assuming you're still watching this. If you're not, I don't blame you. It's a long video. And I know it's just a lot of me talking about stuff you guys really don't care about. I just want to remind you, please check out the giveaway one more time. If you guys haven't gotten to that, or if this is news to you, check out my NX giveaway. There are 3 grand prizes, or well, 1 grand prize and 2 consolation prizes, which you guys need to check out. Hope you guys enjoyed that and are having a lot of fun with it. And, excuse me, please rate, comment, subscribe to support me and support my friends and clan that I do this with. This is funny right here. This is funny. I hit him like 3 or 4 times and he doesn't die. There we go. Got him. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Shadolance out.
You know what? Given the intelligence of the people who watch this show, this is probably a good thing to teach. Because my guess is when they're not trying to operate heavy machinery with their butt cheeks, they're probably trying to do something stupid like this. I mean, what else could you possibly teach that would be as stupid as that?
Even you can learn something from a sloth.
Fuck this show!